What's up, Rockstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with the review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Season 5, Episode 6. So, filler episode. No? Yes? Do you agree? Not much happened, so this shouldn't be that long. Just a little sprinkle of drama, but other than that, child, just bullshit. Anyway, you guys, let's get to it, shall we? Alright, you guys, so the show opens with K. Michelle telling us about her ass troubles. You guys know that she has what she's calling silicone, but I'm imagining that we don't quite know exactly what has been injected into her body. She's been having health problems from it for like a year, so now it is time to get this silicone slash whatever it is out of her body. She's at the doctor for a consultation, and Moniece is there to support and also to give her the tea on what happened the last time that she was around Lyrica and LaBrittany at the showcase. Anyways, when the doctor walks in, and K. Michelle is just explaining to him how hard it's been, life in general, since she's been having these health problems, the doctor sheds a little bit more light, says that whatever is inside her is more like motor oil, and that it creates these droplets inside of her behind area, and around the droplets, scar tissue has formed. So now it's to the point where they have to cut it out. I guess this is nothing that they could just de-inject. I know that's not a word. But it's nothing that they can suck out. Another reminder that you have to be careful about what you put into your body. If you wasn't born with it, then, possibly it could be rejected. The doctor is telling her he's not sure if he's going to be able to get it all, but he's going to try to get as much as he can. We now know that they weren't able to get it all that first time, that she had to have a couple of surgeries. But as of the show, she's about to go under the knife. And that is stressful, especially when you've been in so much pain and the doctors are already telling you that it's going to be a difficult surgery. I would imagine that I would be nervous as well. Okay, but K. Michelle says that this is the beginning of a new start of her life, and she is hopeful that the surgery will go well. Now, after the surgery is done, again, Moniece is in her corner. She's her support, basically her only support. Let K. Michelle tell it, or I wouldn't say only, but I guess the people that she thought was going to be there have not been there. But K. Michelle is dealing with a whole lot. She's emotional. She's got these scars that have these drains that won't necessarily heal. So this is something that she's going to have to look at for the rest of her life. And, as women, even if we have our life partner, our mate, our husbands, whatever you want to call it, there's a level of vanity inside of us that, we just don't necessarily want to have these kind of things all over our bodies. And especially when possibly it might be seen by other people. But Moniece was like, don't let that get you down. I mean, if anything, it'll be a reminder how strong you are. Okay, mistakes that you made, but you overcame them. You healing, and it's going to be a better you. That's when K. Michelle lets her know that she's found out who is and who isn't in her corner. We've talked about this on Top of the Blogs before, when it was actually happening. And I told you guys that I guess I probably would feel some sort of way if my close friends weren't around to help. But then I also have to remember that people have their own lives. Folks might not necessarily be available. You cannot live your life and rely on folks to be trying to step in and help you just because you going through something. Fuck, they might be going through something too. And we also found out during that time that a lot of people didn't even know that she was going through what she was going through. So just to assume that people should know and be there, she's saying that she has revenge on her mind. I'm thinking, like, what kind of revenge can you get for people not being there when you had a surgery on your body from the bad decisions that you made? So I'm just like, I mean, I get it, but again, that's nothing that you can expect. I always tell everybody, if you expect the least, you will never be disappointed. Somebody do something special for you, you will be pleasantly surprised. How about that? But yeah, K. Michelle is on the road to recovery. Child, the Rockstar, he is just so extra. We see him walking down the street, and he told us that he met this Godiva chocolate bar. He's about to meet with her. She's supposed to be a singer, so they gonna try to, see if they can have a meeting of the minds on this singing thing, or, possibly hit it from the back. I said, what the fuck is wrong with Rockstar? This nigga must not get no ass. I mean, anytime a man just always talking about some woman that he can get with, that lets you know that he's fucked deprived. Rockstar ain't fooling us. So anyway, and how many of you guys are offended that he has our name of all things? Like one of the rock stars, Rockstar, said in my comments, baby, you can't sit with us. Rockstar. Nigga, please. He's meeting this girl named Amber Diamond. She's like, everybody knows me as Cisco's girlfriend. I was like, no, I must say that we don't know you as Cisco's girl. I was like, who the fuck is that? So, all these girls get to looking alike on this show after some point. I was like, is that Diamond? I said, no, Diamond is Diamond Strawberry. Who the fuck this girl is? I had to go back and rack my brain. And then I was like, oh, this is the girl from last season. Talking about Cisco's girlfriend. Girl, nobody give a fuck about Cisco. Nobody thinking about you and him. Just self-important. She says that she doesn't want to be known as that anymore. I said, well, good for that. She now wants to be known as the singer that she is striving to be. So she sits down with Rockstar, and she's telling them how, she just want to be taken seriously. And, Rockstar was like, okay, that's all fine and good. But how we handling compensations? I was like, now, since when do, big time producers just sit down with somebody, song unheard, and decide that they're going to work with them? And all you thinking about is how you going to get paid. What the fuck? I know this is not how it really works in real life. And that'll just let you in on the amount of thirst that Rockstar has acquired over the years. She tells him, she has invited her manager there. And then in walks this other lady that looks just like Amber Diamond, okay? Maybe a little bit, just a tiny bit older. Could be her sister, but nope. This is her mom, her momager. And mama said, mama, don't take no mess. She's a promoter, she's a manager, she's a hustler, and she ain't got time for the bullshit. Okay, so she had to do her research on Rockstar, and Rockstar is the real deal. So, yeah, we're gonna see what we can do here. So, mama sit down. Didn't mama look like a thinned and stretched out Ashley from Black Ink Chicago? I was like, these motherfuckers get to looking more and more alike. There's a certain look on these reality shows. So, now that Shun Love is there, we can get to the handling of this payment. Shun Love was like, well, we want you to work with Amber Diamond. We want an EP. How much would that be? He said, how about $100,000? And she was like, $100,000 for an EP? He said, oh no, not one EP. That's 7 songs. Shit. No, I'm talking about one record. I said, Mona, bitch, you gonna continue this fucking farce, aren't you? If I was a producer, I'd be offended. She says, $100,000, like, what we gonna get? Rockstar, oh, you gonna get, top 40 billboards. I said cardboard. Good damn well this girl ain't just automatically going to Billboard, and I ain't even heard her sing. I can look at it and tell. So Shun Love, just to make sure that he take her seriously, what she pull out her purse, this is what we gonna do. Okay? She pull out these stacks of money. Big ass stacks, like she headed to the strip club. Rockstar was like, oh shit, we doing it like this? He almost let the thirst show because he grabbed that money so fast. I said, nigga, you ain't really had no hits in a while, right? All of a sudden, he's with it. She was like, that's $20,000, and I'll give you the other $20,000 when you deliver on the product. Well, now this has really piqued Rockstar's interest, okay? She ain't came to play. That's fine. Him and Amber Diamond are gonna go into the studio. And let me tell you, I wish the fuck they didn't. That damn Amber Diamond, now listen. We all know that half these bitches on these shows can't sing, can't rap, ain't got no talent, just a whole bunch of studio effects that make them, put out something that's halfway decent. We already know that, right? But Mona has taken it to a whole new fucking level. I guess the idea is for us to laugh. I couldn't even do it because it was so fucking pitiful. I said, girl, what? Here she go with this, don't trip, I won't snitch. Got liquor in the trunk, it's a drive-by. What the fuck? Are we really even trying to, even Rockstar was sitting there trying to figure out what wrong turn he took in life to deserve this? I can't imagine any bona fide, self-respecting producer that would set themselves up with some fool of fucking niggotry like this. Like, But Rockstar says that, he can put the sauce on anything. Yeah, it sounds tragic, but as a rock star, he takes the tragic and sprinkles some magic on it and make it work. So this is gonna be no different. Reverb, a whole bunch of auto-tune, okay, prayers for days, and he gonna turn out something. So when she comes out the booth, he telling her how good she is. She's like, yay! I said, boo. She's so excited that Rockstar believes in her. She says because she needs somebody like him in her corner. Then she started giving him the sob story about her mom and how hard her mom is on her. How her mom, say a lot of bad things about her. Sometimes even call her out her name. That don't really help her be as creative as she could be, So thank you, Rockstar, for being here for me. And then she tells him how the mama is already planning a premiere party for this song. So yeah, Rockstar is really gonna have to put his stamp on it. I'm still mad that his name is Rockstar. Now, Brooke, now that she's got the dingbat number 2, Stassi, out of the way, she can concentrate on her and her man being together. She's very happy with her life right now. She's hanging out with her girl Bridget and puts her up on what's been going on with her and Marcus and Stassi. Marcus supposedly had this girlfriend, so, she invited the bitch over to the house, and Bridget is like, girl, really? She was like, yeah, I just wanted to talk to her. And, all of a sudden, here come Marcus with his key as usual. And we had to let her know that, we was together. So when she was leaving out, do you know she had the nerve to tell us that she was pregnant? Bridget was like, what, really? She was like, yeah, girl, so I went with them to the clinic, but turns out she wasn't pregnant, so we left her there at the clinic. Okay, got that bitch out the way. Girl, so I need you to help me out with a favor. Isn't it funny how last season they was all at each other's neck, but this season, I'm just trying to help, Ike. This show is so fucking stupid, you guys. Let me just keep on. So, while they sitting there talking, in walk Paris. Okay, Paris is late. But she sits down and she's like, make me into Beyonce. All right. A little bit of work, but I guess we got nothing but time. Paris tells us that she's been so stressed out about Tiara and Akbar's situation that she needs to be beautified. I said, bitch, you need to get you some fucking business. Because why is you this worried about Tiara? We ain't never seen you, ain't never heard of you, ain't never been around this girl all this time, and all of a sudden you so concerned about her dating situation. I hate when motherfuckers have a storyline that's somebody else's. Like, can you at least have your own fucking problems? Child, that's been the story of Nikki Baby's life. Except for the first season, she ain't had a storyline yet. She just latch on to somebody else, honey. That's how you can tell what's Mona's favorites, okay? She'll keep a bitch around just to be latching on like a fucking breastfeeding baby. Oh shit. Anyway, she get to tell him about Akbar, how she had issue with him because she thought that he was married, so then she scoped out who the wife might be, and then she invited the wife around and she was asking her about him, and she said they've been together for 6 years. Then Paris was like, was he seeing my friend? And she was like, and then the bitch just gonna look up and just be like, I ain't gotta be telling you nothing about my life. So Paris don't understand why the wife is jumping raw with her when she ain't got shit to do with none of them. Brooke was like, girls, say no more, because I know Akbar. That's the homie. Okay, as a matter of fact, he dated a couple of my girls. Really, he even tried to talk to me back in the past. That nigga got a plethora of women around. That's what he does. So, it ain't no surprise. As a matter of fact, one time this girl that he was supposedly seeing, I saw him and said, what's up? And she was like, you trying to talk to my man? It's like, no, nigga, I don't want your damn man. Paris was like, what? Really? Was this her? And she was like, no, girl, that is not her. She is not even that color. And I said, why the fuck does Brooke always have to be mouth almighty, tongue everlasting? Just a yap, 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 yap. Running her mouth telling everybody's fucking business. Brooke need her ass whooped too. Brooke says that the girl that she met was light caramel, and the picture that Paris showed us was dark chocolate. No, definitely not the same girls. So now Paris got to find out who this other chick is, and Brooke was like, well, I saw her, she was near the gym, I think getting a smoothie, and had on a t-shirt that had the gym's name that he owns. And so Paris was like, well, I guess I'll go to the gym and I guess magically bump into who might be his woman because she got a t-shirt on. I'm telling you, they come up with the craziest storylines, Mona, bitch. I'm telling you, you need me to be on this writing team. Oh, I'm sorry. Mona said that they don't write stories. This is real life. She's still trying to get this whatever she got coming up planned for her and Marcus. Bridget stops by a store that Brooke is at, and she was like, girl, have you been able to get everything situated? And Bridget's like, girl, I'm working on it. You got all the travel arrangements together? Yeah, girl, pretty much, except for somebody is giving her grief. I don't know if it was Marcus's mom. Who was it, y'all? Was it the mama? She was like, the mama already know you full of shit. She don't know she want to come to this mess that you trying to plan. I think it was Miss Lori was her name. Was that Marcus's mama? Bridget come telling us, child, this girl is crazy, but I'm gonna make it happen for her for the right price, huh, Mona? Didn't you tell me you was paying me extra for this shit? So she's trying to pick out her sexy dresses for whatever this is that she's got coming up. I guess we'll see with the Brooke and Marcus antics. Now we see Tiara. You guys know that Tiara's in a whole new Zen place, remember? She is on the beach and she is working out with her personal trainer. That is Akbar. That's right. He's not just the studio man. He's not just the producer. He also keeps her fit. I said, oh yeah, Tiara actually does look good. You can tell she's lost some weight. She looked like she was in shape down there on her knees, reminiscent of where we've seen her before. With a whole bunch of cum on her face. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, Tiara says that she knows that the girls is mad about Akbar and everything, but you know what? He sat down and looked her dead in her eye and told her that he is not seeing anybody else but her. And that's her man. She love her man, so what can she do but trust him? I said, bitch, you can check into it and see if the motherfucker lying. Just because he looked into your eye don't mean a damn thing. Baby, they will deny. So, Paris, since she's so worried about Tiara and Akbar, she makes an appointment to meet with who this other mystery woman might be. Child, I was like, that Akbar is not discriminating. Now, this motherfucker look like an old ass shriveled up Rosie Perez. I was like, how old is this bitch? I guess he say he all inclusive, okay? Puss ain't got no age limit. Paris says she gonna move cautiously though, cause the old girl look real strong, scrint. Paris don't want her ass whooped. So she has invited Nikki Baby there to be her backup. So she gonna tread lightly until Nikki Baby get there. I said, what the fuck Nikki Baby gonna do? That child can't fight either. Fuck around and bust up one of her implants. Paris is asking her all these questions. Oh, so you work out all the time? The girl is just like, yeah, this my dude's gym. Hers and her dude's gym. And Paris was like, oh, really? What's his name? And she says, Akbar. Paris was like, you don't say. Well, that was easy enough. In walks Nikki Baby. And I guess now Paris feels confident enough to confront the girl. So she tells old California Grape that Akbar is seeing Tiara. Let me get serious. This shit is so stupid. Oh, Raisin was just like, so wait a minute, why are you so concerned about everything? Paris was like, do you know that he also got a wife? And she was just like, listen, bitch, you don't need to be in none of our situation. We all real clear on everything. Don't worry about it. Nikki adds her 2 cents. Well, you're nothing but a side bitch. She was like, no, I'm not a side bitch. As a matter of fact, Tiara knows about everything, okay? She driving our car. Both Nikki and Paris are so confused and upset on why Tiara would be even involved in all of this, okay? Again, none of your damn business. So they all get to arguing. It's a whole bunch of confusion, but everybody keeping their distance. The lady tells Nikki Baby that her soul is ugly. Okay, but he's a fucking liar, so whose soul is better? The lady keep on arguing with her. Nikki Baby is like, but that's okay because I get money, though. I was like, oh, well, that explains everything. That bitch don't care about nothing but getting paid. Hence why she's on this show. The lady was like, enough of this bullshit. Either you gonna get out or I'm gonna get you out. Paris saying, well, you know what? She ain't picked the day to get arrested. So all of a sudden, everybody is up here, right? But she tells Nikki Baby, you know what? Let's go. And then Nikki Baby was like, okay, let's go. I mean, just all of a sudden, it done brought it down and they just walk on out the room. I said, I ain't gonna say nothing else. Now we see Apple Watts. She's with Lyrica. Lyrica tells us that she's trying to get her mind off of Diamonds and Pearls and everything that's happened. So it's time to have a little fun, okay? Maybe she can use some of her whole antics and turn it into a real career as a stripper. Actually, you guys, side note, I listened to one of Lyrica's EPs, and it is a shame that she's on this show acting like this with the talent that she has. I think it was called King Am I or something like it's the acoustic version. Very decent. And again, why is she doing this? I mean, if you're trying to bring attention to yourself, did it work? Is anybody buying her music? Anybody out there streaming? Just so much of a distraction for the talent that she has anyway. Apple Watts was just like, so what was all that about at at the party the other night? La Brittany, you guys acting like y'all was gonna fight, and Lyrica still is in this clouded way of thinking that everybody that works with Diamonds and Pearls is supposed to come through her, okay, if she's a female. Apple Watts did it, so she don't understand why La Brittany didn't. La Brittany thinks that she owns the town. Well, what was all that about Rockstar? Him trying to fight Diamonds and Pearls, and Lyrica gonna say maybe Rockstar might have some problems feeling that Diamonds and Pearls took her away from him, musically. She made sure she put that on the end. I said, was you fucking around with Rockstar? Is he straight, y'all? I mean, he's so hypersexualized. When niggas be just like that, that's when you got to really kind of look at him and be like, what is you trying to cover up? Apple Watts was just like, well, ain't this some shit? So he really didn't want to work with me. I said, girl, you don't say. Not with all that talent, This bitch is Apple Watts. This bitch is Apple Watts. This bitch is Apple Watts. Lyrica tells her that she's separated from Diamonds and Pearls right now, but hopefully they're going to be able to work it out. Apple Watts gets a phone call, and it's her dad. She doesn't answer the phone, but she does tell Lyrica how she just recently met her dad, that she was caught up in the foster system. The dad, now you got to read in between the lines when you hear these stories. It sounds like the dad was out there tricking. Apple's mama might not necessarily been on the up and up for whatever reason. Maybe she was on drugs. Apple Watts just said the mama got caught up. Apple was born. He was in the wind, never around. He went on to have his own regular family, 4 kids. Raised them all, never looked back for Apple. Might not even, I don't even know if he knew or not. They wasn't real clear on that, but if he did, well, actually, I think he did know that she was around, but he was just ghost, okay? So she has problems with that. He's now trying to reach out and have a relationship with her, but she don't really know how she feel, if she want to trust him. Lyrica says, I've never met my father. I don't know how that would feel to even, for him to pop up even now. She was like, but, now that he's trying, you owe it to yourself to try to at least sit down and talk with him. They sit down in this really rushed scene. Dad is saying he's sorry, but it wasn't his fault. She was just like, yeah, it was your fault because you let me stay in the system. All right, mama wasn't around. I'm a foster child bouncing around. I'm imagining her life was not, all daffodils and sunflowers. And now he wants to come back. Okay, but she knows that he's had 4 kids and he's raised successfully. And then here she is, kind of the rotten apple. I had to do it, y'all. In short, Apple Watts feels abandoned. He says, well, we can't do nothing about the past, but we can work on the future. So if you will allow me to be here, we can make something happen. And she says it's just going to take some time, because there's other things that's bothering her that she needs to open up about too. And he says, okay, well, we will get to all of that. So I guess we'll see more of Apple Watts and her dad. And then lastly, you guys, our favorite couple. Okay, Diamonds and Pearls is filming a video, okay? This motherfucker got on a rainbow outfit. His shirt is open. Nigga, we got his full 32A titties just on display. His, when I'm pregnant with my second child, 3-month belly. Y'all know that second time you get pregnant, that stomach, it pops out real quick. And I was like, now this supposed to be sexy? Look a fucking mess. He up here trying to, do his little sexy dance or something like this. I said, boy, cut it out. He tells us he don't know how he feel no more because Lyrica taking up for him, at the showcase the other day. It just kind of got him confused. Like, damn, does she really still have my back? So, because he got all this drama going on, he invites Marcus down to, maybe they can commiserate on their dramatics. Marcus get down there and, Marcus is the same shit. He with Brooke now. Stassi not pregnant. He says that Brooke is planning this whole special weekend for them. He finally think that he gonna get the draws. I said, nigga, you ain't got the ass and you been through all this? I really don't think that this is just about getting some ass unless you inviting all of the family and friends to see you guys fucking. He tells Marcus how he feels that Lyrica was loyal to him, that shit with Rockstar, and all of this has been blown out of proportion. And damn, Marcus gonna tell him, well, one thing, Brooke is crazy, but she ain't no liar. Nigga, what kind of advice is this that you give to your boy who's trying to work it out with their fucking wife. This is exactly why you as a single man shouldn't be talking to somebody that's fucking married. Okay, now, yes, you can feel how you want to feel, but I'm gonna just need you to just kind of be like, hey man, you got to do what's best for you. Sit down and talk to her and see what you come up with. Don't tell a motherfucker that his wife is a goddamn hoe. So later on, he meets with Lyrica, you know, way more subdued, you know, hey, when he walk into the little patio that she's sitting, he's just like, you know, so what's going on? And she says, well, I'm just gonna tell you for the last time, look you dead in your eyes. Say, here we go with that looking dead in the eye again. She did not have sex with Safari. And without all of the fanfare and the histrionics, and he was like, finally, I believe you. If I could have just got this kind of answer at the beginning, we wouldn't have went through all this. I said, if you got that answer at the beginning, you wouldn't have had shit to talk about on the show. Lyrica has an explanation on why she might be so crazy these days, okay? And then she pulled out a peace stick. And that's right, you guys, she's pregnant. It's going to be a little diamonds and pearls running around. As if one of them was not enough. Damn, I'm going to be a daddy. You know, he was excited, but then he had to kind of think about it like, oh, fuck. Now, I done told all the family about Lyrica's extracurricular puss, and now I got to act like this is my wife that I love to death, and she's about to have a baby. He don't think that his family is going to take too well to the news. And this is a perfect example again of why you should not tell your damn family what the hell is going on in your relationship unless you know for a fact that it is over. And even then, sometimes you can't tell them. You and your girl, you and your man work it out, and everybody in the fucking family is still mad. People don't get over it when they not in love with the person that you in love with. But he's hopeful, and so is Lyrica. So, you know, they invite all of the family out. You know, Lyrica put her damn black trench coat with nothing on underneath it, you know, because this is how a estranged wife that's trying to get accepted back into the fold presents herself, you know, titties out, okay, cooch, if the thing opens up, we gonna see her full panty, if she has any on. She don't strike me as the type. But, yeah, they gonna all meet out on the patio. Okay, and let me tell you something about Mama Dap. Okay, this is how you know a motherfucker steals a scene. When you ain't even got to say nothing, and bitch, just your presence lets me know that you a star. And Mama Dap was over there, baby. She had her red on, you know, she partial to red. She had her red, you know, fucked up ass Raggedy Ann Go sister locks. That shit was dense. It ain't had a part. She had the nerve to put a little flower right here. I said, girl, you better do it, Mama Dap. You know, she just sit over there like this. It's Mama Dap, Big Brother Lloyd, and Big Brother Lloyd's wife. Diamonds and Pearls and Lyrica sit down at the table across from him, and, you know, Big Brother Lloyd, he don't understand, like, what's happening here? Like, why is she here? Last time we talked, you told me you was getting a divorce. What, y'all about to sign some divorce papers or something? Lyrica laughs it off. Well, I guess she should have known what was gonna be. But you know what? Diamonds and Pearls family ain't never really been there for her, so she shouldn't be surprised. But bloop, not only is she here to stay, but baby, it's a baby on the way. Now, how we gonna tell them is the question. Diamonds and Pearls was like, you know what, we sat and talked, and I can tell when my wife is lying, just like you can probably tell when Patricia is lying. Patricia was like, well, you know what, you might be right, but you know what, Lyrica, you be calling me and telling me all the business. Okay, that's the other thing. I told you that I'm gonna need Lyrica to get some friends, because what you really don't need to be doing is calling a damn sister-in-law who really don't quite have your back. Now, some tell me that Patricia, whatever fuck her name is, she ain't never really seen it for Lyrica. Yeah, I might have told her something. Quit telling people your shit. Get you one good girl. You ain't got one good girlfriend out there? Big Brother Lloyd get to starting up again about, you know, how they done changed and how they went Hollywood, and, you know, they done came out there and they all this and all that. Something tell me that Big Brother Lloyd and Patricia are jealous. Right when they going into that, then here come Big Lyrica. You know, Big Lyrica, oh my gosh, she didn't know that she was going to have to contend with all of this. What the hell are y'all doing here? Patrice was like, don't ask me nothing. I'm grown. I can do what I want to do. All of a sudden, everybody get to throwing shit. Okay, just throwing shit back and forth out there on that patio. I guess the restaurant was like, y'all ain't fucking up the inside of this restaurant. Y'all take y'all old ghetto ass out onto that patio. Child, Mama Dap was over there just smiling, trying to get in with it. Next thing you see, Lyrica, who's pregnant, mind you, pick up this heavy-ass metal chair and hold it over her head like she about to throw it. Just holding it. Bitch, if you gonna be about it, do it. Don't sit up there just waiting for somebody to grab the shit. I'm not even gonna point out. Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing else. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing else. That was the end of the episode. Alright, you guys, that is it. Let me get off of here. Done took up my whole fucking lunch, but I'm getting me a sandwich at Subway today. Okay? Make sure y'all rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Goodbye.